for cement rationing, so they won't be able to produce concrete. So I don't know if anybody else has heard that. Greg or Andrew, any issues you've heard?
I've heard about it, but I haven't heard of it being an issue in Sioux City at least.
Okay, well,
But I agree with Clark that we're facing something like that, we give the bid, and then I don't wanna end up half done, half not.
Well, I think we would have to make sure we worked with whoever gets us that and just state that to them. You know, don't tear anything out
Right.
until you know you can put it back.
Yeah. Right, well, that's
Yeah.
Are these in severe disrepair? I do not.
yeah,
drive.
I drove them today.
Yeah. You got through?
I got through. Yeah, that one, I was wondering where you're gonna put all this
There's
stuff.
not rain.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I tell you what.
Yeah, we're
you're
gonna deal with
You're
that.
gonna have a real cluster in that one, because that alley's. But, anyway.
Do they receive a lot of traffic?
Yeah,
Yeah, garbage trucks.
yeah.
But that and deliveries.
Well, that and apartment dwellers, I mean, you got a lot of traffic back there, like toasters.
Pizza Ranch uses it exclusive,
Questions.
in and out.
Yeah, so portions of it, Brian. I mean, the other portions aren't, no, it's not like a street, but there are some businesses there that rely on it to park, I mean, to get to back accesses to the buildings.
Great.
And if we're promoting the very front of those businesses, I mean, that's what we just went through. But I drove,
Are they asphalt now?
kind of. Where there's not swimming pools and potholes and, they're pretty bad.
I would make a motion to establish July 19, 2022 at 12 p.m. as the date and time for a public hearing on plan specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the 2022 Lamar's Alley Improvements Project, and to establish August 15, 2022 at 10 a.m. to receive and open bids with said bids to be considered at the August 16, 2022 meeting.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. No roll call needed for this one. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Aye. Motion carried.
You like the public hearings, don't you?
Yes, I do. Moving on to 2022 12th Street Southwest PCC Overlay Project. Schlofeld Engineering has prepared plans and estimate of cost for the 12th Street Southwest PCC Overlay Project. Final plans must be submitted to the Iowa DOT on July 19, 2022. The project is partially funded with Surface Transportation Block Grant swap funds. The anticipated schedule is as follows: July 5, 2022, council sets public hearing. July 19, 2022, public hearing to approve plans and specifications. October 18, 2022, bid letting, Iowa DOT. November 1st, 2022, council award. June 1st, 2023, start. July 2023, completion. Administration recommends approval by council to proceed with the public hearing. How it's going to be paid for is STBG funds, $465,200. Local road use tax funds of $322,129 for a total of $787 or $787,329.
So our other source, local source, I mean, that we just, 2 years ago, added 12th Street to our urban renewal area. So TIF is an option, but I did put that on here. That is the most recent number as of a week ago, as far as the estimate goes. Just for reference, 5 years ago or so, when this project was approved to be placed on the list and receive those funds, the estimate was $700,200. So,
Really? So it really didn't go up?
So,
So this is from Central Avenue to just past the football field?
yeah, so it would be, so there's just the little, as you go up Central and get to 12th Street and turn to go west, there's a small portion that's already concrete. We did that years and years ago because of pushing asphalt. So it'd be from the end of that concrete all the way to 6th. So, similar type of, exact same type of construction as what's going on currently on Central.
How we pay for it can be adjusted, right? This isn't like in concrete.
Yeah, we didn't have to, when we submitted the application and got approved, we didn't have to state where we were gonna get the money from.
Okay.
We just knew that we had to supply so much.
You mentioned TIF, and I was, Jacob wanted to weigh in on that down the road, if there's a better way to do it.
Yeah, we can adjust our.
All right, that's totally fine. Motion to establish July 19th, 2022, 12 p.m. as the date and time. Public hearing on plan specifications, formal contract, estimate of costs for the 2022 12th Street Southwest PCC overlay project.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, discussion. Jason?
We just mentioned it's Central, not a whole lot of activity. There's a few sidewalk returns that they're finishing up. Anticipate next phase starting July 11th.
And
Heard lots of positives about the work they've done so far.
I drove it after, when did we get rain?
Last night, yeah.
Yeah, 9th actually, I didn't see water sitting in it. I don't,
No lakes anymore.
down there at 9th,
yeah, we're supposed to get rain tonight, so I don't, we'll see again, see what it's like tomorrow, but,
there was always a pool there.
yeah. The airport was brought up. I don't have any new information on Goverson Smith's luck or securing the cement that they need. I haven't heard anything new. But as of, here's where it starts to affect things, is as of June 25th, they had used 47 of their 75 working days. So just 60 whatever percent that they've used. So the longer they don't have a cement or a concrete plant there and we don't have a runway, it starts to affect
Working days.
so, and I would assume, this is without confirming with Bolton and Mink, who's our engineer on the project, the days like today, I'm assuming that is counting as a working day. There really is no other reason that they couldn't be out there, so.
What did Goverson tell you? Did they say they can't, they're not sure, or they're questioning?
Well,
What did they tell you?
What they said was, plus the salesman from GCC, because that is where they are getting the cement from, is
Okay.
GCC. They couldn't guarantee that they could get Goverson Smith the quantity they need out there on that site next to their concrete plant. So Goverson Smith could produce the amount of concrete they want.
To lay the strip.
Yeah, because they would like to do so much in a day,
Right.
okay? And the issue was with that GCC couldn't guarantee you that we can get you enough cement for you to do as much as you'd like. Now, they could get smaller quantities and pay less each day. That's an option. Whether or
So,
not-
by what you're telling me, it's a construction issue, not a rationing issue. And if it is a rationing, it's rationing from a private.
Well, it's a
party.
rationing that GCC, as of that conversation, couldn't get that much cement here. They couldn't get it
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, I bet you don't know the answer.
Because
to.
where were
Did
they
did
digging it out of the
Did they
ground?
know this when they bid it?
No. No, at that time, there was no issue. They had gotten the agreement from GCC that they could supply
Enough.
what they needed. Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
Those are all better questions for Goverson Smith, but I'm just going off of
Where
what
my-
I
where
heard in
my
the conversation I had with Goverson Smith and also having the GCC
Okay, okay.
salesman on the phone.
Good enough.
So is there negotiations still going on, or are we just in wait mode?
Because their days are counting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I went there this morning, there's no
Activity.
concrete plant, so. Clark, you already brought up Ron Kaiser, that is shocking and unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think everybody is aware, the announcement from Destination Iowa last week, I think I submitted that press release that Sioux City had put out, that was awarded. So what that means is we were co-applicant, and co-applicant in the sense that we were asking for money for plywood 1B, that portion of it. So of the 7 million that they got from that destination, 254,500 of that, seems like a small portion, but is going to plywood 1B. That was all I had.
Okay.
Jason,
Yeah.
wasn't there also some of that money that would go to the portion from Sioux City to Hinton? On plywood?
I'm remiss in not saying that. Yeah, so the piece of the plywood trail that we are responsible for is 1B. That's that amount, 254. It also helps pay for, like Mark said, the portion of plywood trail from Sioux City to Hinton. But I don't know that amount, Mark.
That's Sioux City's project, right?
Yeah, and Sioux City will be in charge of the construction of that.
Okay.
But as far as the overall, which helps get the thing done, it's a positive in a big way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Jacob?
Just one thing, local option sales tax. So historically, the state has done an estimate at the beginning of the fiscal year of what they think each city's gonna get. And then they distribute that throughout the year in a monthly, they have an amount, it adjusts each quarter, I think. But they changed, there was a new law that was passed, and so they changed that to where it's gonna be, they're actually paying actuals instead of estimates, and not doing a true-up at the end of the year like they used to. So our true-up always used to be in November. If they had overpaid us, they would take some funds back, or we get more if it was an underpayment. So they're gonna, the first 2 months of next fiscal year, so August and September will still be the estimates. And then they'll do a true-up in September, and then they'll go from actuals from there on out.
So we'd only get them in July, December, or?
So we'll still get monthly checks or deposits.
Oh, they're
in our
figured on
account,
the
yeah,
actual.
but they'll be figured on the actuals from the month before.
Oh, okay.
How are our local option sales tax tracking this year versus last?
Like I said, when you
Hard
just
to
get
know.
the estimates, it's hard to know, because you don't see the actuals. But it's been tracking up the last few years, for sure, and we'll see in September what our true up is, give us a better gauge of how it's been going this year.
Mark, do you have anything?
No, thank you.
Steve? Nope. Clark? Brian? Mike? All right. I just want to add, and you've seen the press releases about the hiring of Mark Gall, and we're excited to have him on board July 25th, I believe. And I want to thank the council members that were involved in that process. There was a couple days of pretty rigorous interviews. We were tough on them, so. No, I really appreciate it, and that's not an easy process. Yeah, I've heard a lot of positive comments, and it's exciting news, so I want to thank Mark for coming back to town, so.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.